Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another LPPL
You can
stream.
watch it on YouTube.
You're gonna watch it, legend. So,
Yeah.
Tonight we're joined by Dave Stones and John Husband again, and we've got another commentator, Joe Gaynard. Good evening, gentlemen. How are we all doing?
Hello. All good.
All good.
So, for those people that are watching, we thought we'd pull up some tables of people that everyone knows. So we've got Sharky's table, so we can give Sharky some abuse, and the same for Tom. We thought that they deserve a little bit of abuse.
Well, none on that table. I know Kenneth Blackburn on Sharkies.
I think we all know Derek Watson, don't we?
Yeah, everyone knows Dell. Everyone knows Dell, yeah.
So I'll make this a little bit bigger for you guys so we can see it.
Yeah, that's easier, yeah.
We've got Damien Orty. He is from Yorkshire. Sorry, Northwest. It's going to take some getting used to. Who else do I know? I don't know anyone else on that.
We've got Dean Howard. He is from Saint-Blamet. Okay. Yeah. So obviously he has quite a short distance travel to the Nationals. He just has to walk out his caravan and he's there.
And on the table on the right, David Howarth. I think he's Southern. If it's who I'm thinking of. Charles Press. I think he's Lincolnshire.
Charlie Press is Lincolnshire, isn't he?
Yeah. Tony Lorimer is...
That's Scotland.
Yep. Catherine Wotton. I think that is here.
She qualified last night, didn't she?
Yeah, she was last night.
She was one of the playoff winners.
Obviously,
and everyone knows Kim.
Yeah, interesting seeing there.
Hello?
I'll just mute the legend. He can unmute himself when he gets off the phone. If he realises we've got him muted. That'd be funny.
So the difference tonight compared to last night is that this is just a straight up freeze out as well. No re-entries, no add-ons.
Yep.
When it's done, it's done.
Is there any late registration on this tournament? I don't believe that there is. No, there is no late reg in this tonight. So that should make it a bit interesting.
I'm just going to load up the lobby on mine as well so I can see the short stack, see how that's looking as well, because obviously we won't be able to see all the action going on.
So we have an early chip leader, Drew.
No surprise, he'll be going for it.
Yeah, he was messaging me earlier. See if we can try and get Drew's table up a little bit later on so we can call some of the hands that he's raising with. I think there'll be a few 9-3 offsuits in there.
Mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
So we don't have anyone that's like massively short as well. The shortest stack at the moment is 5k, so I'm guessing that Drew hasn't taken all of his chips just off one specific player. Probably played quite a few pots. Looks like we've got a lot of limping action going on both of these tables.
I would expect that though, like this early.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday we saw quite a bit of aggression going on early days. They did obviously have the re-entry period, so that might have made a little bit of difference to people's decisions. But one thing that we saw yesterday as well is that the only two people that took the add-on straight away, one was first out, and one didn't even make the last 15, so...
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to share this stream now.
He looks like a genius.
Oh, no, it's not through yet. Here we go.
I think I'll unmute Legend. I don't know if you realised that he's...
I had another phone call.
Yeah.
So popular.
Exactly. It's my fan club.
You've got a fan club.
So we've got 9 people tuned in at the minute. Let us know if there's any problems with the sound or anything like that, or if it's all running or running to plan. We don't have the chat box up again? Is that just because no one's put any comments in yet?
No, I think that's because I've changed how it was set up. So, like yesterday we had the problem where I had to change the name on the stream when we started.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we've just lost our first player. Simon Goddard has just gone. Looks like he shoved with Queen Jack and run into Del Watts Queens on the big blind.
So has Dell's stat just not updated yet on that chip count?
Yeah.
I know that sometimes. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Just gone now. Ooh. Just looking at the prizes, it's actually showing now the payouts on the final. So it looks like if you do finish on the final table, whatever you win will get credited to your account straight away.
Oh.
That's not bad.
One less job for Tom, I suppose.
But looking at it, you play to top 3 because once you hit final table, you might as well gamble at the prizes.
Yeah.
They're all 25 quid.
I thought the lobby said something different. Let me just double check it. Yeah, the lobby has £50 for 4th. It'd be a nice little surprise, won't it, for someone if they're just watching the stream and finish 4th.
I'm sure they keep an eye on the lobby.
Yeah.
I always have the lobby up, even every game I'm in.
Yeah, me too. I like this feature, up here, where it tells you how many people get paid. So it'll tell you how many people get paid. I like that feature on Party Poker.
Even the hand replay is pretty good because you can go back you can go back all your hands.
Yeah, when it works.
Yeah, well, I still can't show my whole cards.
So, if you go to this
I haven't got
settings,
the option.
If you go to the settings cog here, it won't show
yeah, I've been on the settings,
and
but I haven't got the box where you muck and you tick muck hands.
Okay, there is another way of doing it. It's on the main lobby settings. I'll go through it with you at the break, Legend.
Yeah.
I always have mine turned off. I never have the ability to show the cards on.
So on the chat at the minute, we've got Paxo saying, "Come on, Kimbo." And Martin Colmer says hello. Good evening, Martin. I think he's currently MVP for the Southwest region, Martin.
Yeah, he's just started playing again this month, and he's been doing all right. What I've seen of his results.
So as we can see on the screen as well, the main prize night is going to be a Malta weekend. So you're going to get your flights and accommodation, €150 spending money, and entry to a tournament over there. Did any of you guys do Malta last year?
No.
I haven't played LPPL for years. We have just no venues around the area.
Yeah.
Get to the pub and get some more then, Legend. What's your excuse?
They're closed. I could actually get a venue, because I'm captain of the pool team, so... And it's a canny pub.
Do you play pool better than you play poker?
I'm about the same.
So you're terrible.
I talk a good game.
You don't talk a good game of poker.
How can you talk a good game of pool?
Well, you just say a bit of left-hand side, a bit of bottom.
Oh, man,
it's easy on the TV.
I'm the worst. I'm the worst at pool.
You can run bad in pool as well, can't you?
Get a bad beat.
I'm just on a pool downswing.
Yeah. I've been playing to EV. I'm just the white's always going in.
Yeah, Legend. So how do you get rivered at pool?
In off the black.
In off the black. It's not just a bad shot. It's just. Oh, you
Nah.
cheeky buggy, you're calling mine Minraes, aren't you?
Yep.
So yeah,
Nice
everyone,
position on you.
Yeah, I can't call that all in.
everyone that went to Malta last year was all talking about how good of a trip it was, and obviously Craig Smith ended up winning €48,000, was it?
Something like that.
See how bad I run one.
How bad you run? That was terrible. You played
Why,
that hand
top-
horrendous.
He shoved all in on the flop.
You played your hand bad.
No.
You should have folded pre-flop. You're a fish.
No. I got him in good.
Del has just taken out a
Just
second
cleaning
player.
up. Yeah.
Looks like we had top pair ace king against the flush draw.
If there was one person I wouldn't have predicted to start like this, it's Del. With all due respect to him, he's very steady away normally at the start.
I mean, they have been hands which have pretty
Their
much
hands
played
have
themselves.
themselves
I
for
mean,
him, yeah.
Where have you posted the link, Joanne?
It's on the forum, but I think Dave, have you shared it on Facebook?
Yeah, I've just shared it on Facebook now. So
Cool.
Right, I'll share it now because someone just texted me to ask.
Paxo saying in the chat that Malta is an amazing weekend.
Yeah, it falls at a really bad time for me. I can never get time off work in November or late October.
What's interesting as well is that the top 3 players of this tournament also make it through to tomorrow's silver final. So you can only claim one of the main prizes. So if you win Malta on this trip and then you make it through to the silver final tomorrow, but don't win one of the prizes there, then you're still guaranteed the Malta trip. So it's pretty much just a free roll tomorrow. You know, you've got nothing to lose. The top prize tomorrow again is Malta, but then you can make it all the way to the gold final to win a Vegas trip.
That'd be insane.
If someone made it all the way.
Yeah. I don't think it'll happen.
So we do need to keep track in this tournament of the 3 people that qualified yesterday, which was so it was Catherine Booton, it was Miguel Sanchez and
Peter Davis, was it?
Peter Davis, yeah. So we'll be keeping an eye on those guys, see if they can make it through to the next round.
You know what legend was just whispering then?
There you can.
Delwatt picking up Ace King again.
Card wrap tonight, ain't it?
Still early days though. As we said, we saw this yesterday.
I'm glad to see some Yorkshire players doing well. Damien Orte, Robbie Senior Watson. You guys have got a few doing well, haven't you, as well? North East, Delwatt, Andy Pottard.
I don't know. We actually got paired with Hull, like.
I know why, but obviously I can't say it on stream because I might upset some people.
2 smallest leagues?
2 what, sorry?
Smallest leagues, maybe?
I was thinking 2 shitholes, but...
But yeah, and now I think we've made... Because, like, we are closer to Yorkshire, but I thought we'd have put, like, Hull and Lincolnshire together, and then, like, us and Yorkshire.
I think it's more to do with the trying to find some more venues as well in between both the leagues. You know,
yeah, because with us being Northwest, we class as like Manchester, Liverpool area as well.
Yeah, so if they do manage to get any
that's not
venues
necessarily
which
a good thing, but I mean, who wants to be classed in the same group as Manchester, really?
I'm sure they feel the same about Leeds.
Yep.
Are there actually any venues in Newcastle? Because I wouldn't be averse to an area final in Newcastle a weekend over there.
See, I'm about 50 mile away from Newcastle.
And they can still hear you.
I'm only when I've got chips. But yeah, I'm Middlesbrough, closer to Middlesbrough.
All right.
We did have we had an interleague in Newcastle once, though, didn't we?
No, we had one in Whitton Gilbert.
Oh, right.
We had like a second championship in Newcastle.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was at Aspers, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a canny event, that. It was only one day. But it was a good day out.
I got Ryan Hodkin to fold aces when I had 10 high.
Well, I was just pissed up, and I made final table, actually.
You pissed up?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't sound like you at all.
Yeah, I still made final table.
I just can't believe you were pissed up. I'd never ever have expected a Geordie being pissed.
Well, I've been drinking all day.
I've seen that Liam said in the chat box that the chip count's not updating, but I think that's just party poker being a bit slow with it, isn't it?
I think it's because I've minimised the lobby. Sometimes it's funny, so I've opened it back up. I've got it on screen now.
Yeah, they do tend to take a little bit of time sometimes.
It is a little bit frustrating, like, you know, when you're playing an MTT and it does that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big pot this with Delwatt and Dean Howard, isn't it?
Yeah.
A big pot on the other table as well. That's 6.5k in that pot. Oh. Unlucky with the tens. To be fair, the action I saw, there was a bet on the turn, bet on the... Legend, where have you gone off my table?
They just moved me because I was too good.
Did they? I thought you'd just been eliminated and I missed it.
No, I just made a few chips and they took me off. I think they put me on a harder one now.
So now we've got Mike Freer, who's just jumped onto Sharky's table.
Hopefully got rid of my background noise now. Got barbecue going on outside. So.
I want a barbecue now.
Yeah, that's so frustrating today. I went out for a run and all I could smell everywhere was just barbecues.
Let me just...
Are you in the 7 PM game, Joe?
I'm not, no. I've got alright points for the day. Fourth, which of Lookbox would at 11, and then 14th in the 2. So I'll leave it at that and just play the. I'll let raise the APAT squads at some point.
I've got to play like everything now. I think I'm trying to get MVP because I'm like close to top. I want to get it because my ego won't let me not get it.
At least, at this point now, if you've gone that far through, you've just got to finish everything off.
Yeah. The problem is I can't play the 11 o'clock game tomorrow because I'm working.
I've just got out of the 7 PM game. I shoved all in with ace-9 and got reshoved by Jack 10 offsuit. Yeah, didn't go to plan.
So I got a message from Kim earlier asking me to organise, to do a commentary with a couple of other people at some point. So not tomorrow, but next Saturday we're going to have Johnny Nixon and Terry Evans on commentary.
That'll be cool. I think that Terry's like watching nearly all the streams as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
We see him in the chat box. So
do you remember when we used to have the mini league years ago?
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
I nearly got banned from LPPL for that.
Why were you cheating?
So what it was, Isabel was going for to qualify. So she's on this cruise, and he's me playing for her. Well, the results started improving, And like she said, they're very aggressive. Anyway, so qualified. When it come to Sharky put 2 and 2 together, said I had to stop playing for her. So she qualified for the final and she couldn't play it.
Oh.
So we've got a new chip leader now as well. Joe O'Mahony.
I think he's from Midlands. Let's see if I can just
another 100 players in
slide
fifth.
that across. There
And
we go.
Laura Pottage, she's got a unique style.
Yeah, she's out there in 5th. See how that goes. Then we've got Connor Burnett as well, another humble player. Quite a few in the top lot.
Does that say a lot? Was your league competitive, or does that say a lot about the standard of players over there?
Very incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's that one.
Looks like we got a big pot going on here then. So Dell has raised under the gun to 2100. Got called by Damien in the big blind.
My pipe, okay, is running really slow tonight.
What's dog got your pocket jacks?
I see.
Nice black game
If
on.
he had it, yes. Yes.
I'll just go back out to the 2 tables. I'll zoom in here because Irish Tom's involved in a pot. So boring when he folds.
So Catherine, that's one of the qualifiers from last night's game as well.
Played really tight last night as well, didn't she?
Yeah, but she managed to get herself through. That's a small bit on the river. Just trying to get a bit of what happened.
Got called. She had king.
It didn't even show, man.
Yeah, to king 4 versus king 8. So
Oh right, yeah, it didn't actually show up on man. Some guy Joe called Jonathan Battams. He was asking how is Joe Gaynard on the commentary team? Do they just let any old fish in now?
Well, I'm expecting something like that. It's the point. Still too many numbers up.
So we've got 29 watching at the minute.
I think we might have a bit of echo coming through as well. Again, I don't know if the levels need just a little bit of tweaking.
I'll try dropping it a little bit, see if that makes a difference.
I can hear you, alright. It's just like Joe's sounds a bit.
Yeah, I get a little bit of echo off Joe, and that's it.
So Tom's had a little raise here.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he
And he's
folded.
folded.
Go on, Tom.
Very weak, very weak.
I wonder if it's chip passing or he just he's taking it serious.
Maybe he just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Here he goes again.
Surely he's got to actually have it on this time.
Just looking at the chip stacks now, looks like we've got a pretty monster chip leader at this point.
Wow.
Lewis Dowie, he's got twice as much as Dell in second place.
Oh.
I don't think a lot of people have took the add-on yet, like, have they?
There isn't an add-on in this one. It's just a straight up freeze out. Yeah, I think the add-on and rebuys was only for last night's tournament.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Liam Coulthard, if you're watching. I've just got exceptionally lucky against him in the 7 o'clock game. I shoved with King 9 for 5 bigs, and he called me with 9s, and of course I river a king. Works.
Apparently I sound like I'm in a cathedral, so I don't know if that's cool. I've just got crazy echo going on.
And Chucky says, Joe sounds like he's underwater, kind of fitting.
Alright.
So Joe is a fish.
We all know that.
Well.
Yeah, the hand when I shoved with King 9, I shoved on a fellow Northwest, plays big blind from under the gun +1. That didn't go down too well.
Oh, you're supposed to be supporting your region.
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention to whose big blind it was.
So limp and then a shove on table 1. Still 17 players gone so far, which not too bad. I mean, this is a fast structured tournament, same as yesterday's.
Yeah, it's an 8-minute clock, this one.
8-minute clock, but yeah, just a 10k starting stack. Obviously, there's going to be less chips in play because there's no re-entries and add-ons.
Yeah. Yeah, I think after the first break, it's going to get really shallow, isn't it?
Yeah, because at the minute, average stack is still less than 25 big blinds. So if you're going to do anything like 3-bet pre-flop, you're going to be committing about half your stacking on the flop.
Yeah. So just after the break, it looks like we'll be coming back to 500 and 1,000 for big blind level.
Yeah, so that's when we should start to see a little bit of action.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot, I think. It's just going to happen so fast.
Mike Freer going for it in this one. Takes it down. Fear the Freer.
Looks like Lewis Doherty's just lost a few. He had over 50,000, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's still got a massive gap from second place.
Yeah.
So, last longer out of Mark, Tom, and Kim. What are you reckoning?
Kim.
Sharky. He won't play hand, man.
Yeah, I was thinking the same with Kim.
Have we had any significant players that have had early exits? Let's have a look.
Rocky's gone.
We've got a few people hovering around the 5k mark at this point, so. Decent pot going on table 2 here.
We have an all-in.
Looks like it's probably going to get through.
Yeah. wonder if it's just my computer that's running really slow tonight.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, there's been a couple of times when I've not actually been able to see the cards on the river.
Yeah. Oh, bless. Liam accepted my apology for rivering him. I wasn't sincere about it. Like, I'm not that sorry, but I didn't really want to call it. I was trying to steal blinds. Oh, Damien 88 with aces. At what point do you think the eliminations are just going to slow down massively?
I don't think that's going to be until there's maybe about 17 players left. I think it's going to be pretty fast until then. I think once we've come back after the next couple of levels, it's going to start dropping off quite thick and fast, and then it's going to slow down, probably with about 20 left.
So we've got 86 at the minute. How many do you think we're going to have left in 23 minutes at the break?
At the break, I'm going to say 70. Probably tempted now to say less than that, actually.
Yeah, I have a number in my head. I'm seeing if anyone goes.
64.
What do you think, Legend?
Well, we've got 85 left now.
Yep. What do we think's going? How many do we think's going to be left in at the next break in 20 minutes?
20 minutes on these stacks, blinds 600. Nah, I've got around about 70. You're not going to lose a lot.
I'm going to say 55. I think that we're going to. I mean, look at the average stack now. It's like 25 bigs. That's just going to drop off massively.
Right, concentrate now. I'm out to the 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I thought you were like God's gift to poker.
Well, I walked into Queens, didn't I? Shift with ace 10.
Bad timing. I'm still in the 7 o'clock game, somehow.
Mike Freer's raking him in.
Look, 2 of the top 6 on this table.
Yeah. We've seen quite a few eliminations from table 1. We've only seen 1 from table 2, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't even know if we've seen anyone go. Unless someone went and someone moved. Just looking at the stack sizes, it doesn't look like anyone's doubled up.
But he's still got a massive chip lead, hasn't he? That Lewis Doherty.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
48,000, he's got double.
Dell was just playing it safe then. Ace King on a King Eye board. He did run into a set, but not lost too many chips considering.
I think I'd have gone broke there, especially on that turn.
Yeah.
Top pair, flush draw. Right, I'm all in.
Thing is, at this stage in the tournament, we've still got like a decent stack to pot ratio, so you can still manoeuvre around a little bit post flop. You can still get a bit of re-raising going on without always going broke. Later on in the tournament, there's no way that he's going to be getting away from that.
I think I've only seen Tom play one hand.
The one where he got jammed on.
Yeah, like he's just not putting any chips in middle.
Jackie's got a bit of action going on, but nothing. Tony Lorimer, she's a very aggressive live player. Just maybe taking a bit of a different approach for this final.
Yeah, I've played her online in Izzy's games, and she was pretty much just as aggressive, I think. But yeah.
Sharky's all in.
Yeah,
Oh.
reshipped to Oberdell.
Oh, he's walked into Queens.
And the case queen on the river.
And you guys thought that Sharky was going to last longer than anyone else.
Dell, he's had all. So far from Dell, we've seen what he's had: Ace King 3 times, pocket queens, pocket aces.
I think it's easier to just list
nice.
the premium hands he's not had.
All this before the first break.
And he hasn't made any moves for an out, so he's just sitting on his stack, which is wise.
Yeah, Dell's usually a bit of a difficult player to get chips from. He doesn't really get out of line too much. Just need to get in a situation where he can possibly overvalue his hand if he hit it big. That's about it. There we go. Tom just won a hand.
Hey, go on, Tom.
I'm sure I'll be in Malta either way.
I don't think anyone's going to be going to Malta for poker this year.
Yeah, so obviously I haven't put out any of the rescheduled dates yet. Presumably it's going to be next November, I'll guess. I don't think that'll change the type of time per year that they do it. It's got a nice little slot, I think.
Yeah. Ooh. It's a bad time to shove there when you're running into a top pair.
So here we are, down to 78 players already.
My 55 number could actually be about right. We'll just zoom in on this table because we've got an all-in.
So she's on pre-flop for, was it one big blind, was it?
Yeah.
575, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, she's been rivered. Christian's been rivered. Unlucky. Big blind's never folding an ace there, either.
I think my 70 looks good till the break. 6 minutes. Play
No,
a minute.
15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah.
It's saying 6 minutes to break on the clock.
Oh no, that's till next level. It says break underneath it. 15 minutes and 6 seconds. Just underneath it.
I don't know what's up with the software. Because it's saying level 5, the clock's on 0, 5 minutes till break.
Anyone else seeing that? I mean, I'm seeing it showing 15 minutes.
Yeah, I've got man's at the minute saying 40 minutes 41.
Take a picture. I don't know what's going on.
We trust you. Nine's into ace king.
Are you sure you're not just looking at the level and thinking that's how many minutes it is?
No, the level's just the clock. It's level 5. It says 0 on the clock.
Yeah, that's just till blinds up, and then underneath it says to break.
It says 5 minutes to break. I've just sent you it on Messenger.
I'm just looking at it on the stream, and it's not showing that for me. Ah, is that the one that you're looking at?
Yeah.
Ah,
Just
right.
put the lobby
Okay.
up.
Okay. I thought it was the stream one that was showing the wrong time.
No, mine just in the game.
Ah, the stream one's fine, which is makes me happy.
So we just saw Tony as well shoving with pocket nines into ace king. Looked like ace king had limped in pre-flop. from Darren O'Neill. Tony shoving from the small blinds. He had about 12 big blinds. It held. Don't know if you saw the hand in on table 1. Ace 5 of diamonds had missed the flush, but they just bet 600, which was about 10% of the pot. Obviously, pocket jacks have to call that. They could never fold at that point. Just that amount.
There's some decent players in this Tony, like.
My pick, Kim is all in. She's going to get a call from Andrew Martin.
Nah.
Oh, depends what your notes say, Dwan.
Let me have a look at what my notes say. Okay. Fortunately, I can't show those notes. It's not that bad. I just don't want some of my notes becoming public knowledge.
Now we've got Tom shipping all in over a limp under the gun and a limp from Tony as well.
John Millie's just being crippled. He had jacks and he walked with Conor Burnett's aces on another table.
Oh yeah, I can see Connor's now in second.
It was a 3-way all-in, more or less.
Tom gets it through.
John Millie's all in for his last 300. He's got 3 callers.
Who was that? John Murray, did you say?
Yeah.
So what I think I'm going to do at, the break is I'll close these 2 tables down and we'll load another couple up and just watch some other players for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll freshen it up a bit.
Yeah, John Millie's just gone.
Try and make sure we get a few other people on. We'll have a look through who's got chips and any tables we think might be a bit interesting. Jack 9v Jacks here. Oh wow, that's a right river.
Ouch. So I've still got all of our qualifiers from yesterday in. Looks like it, doesn't it? Oh no, Miguel went 81st.
Might have still been sat there waiting for a hand to go all in like last night. Patience of a saint, that man. Patience of a saint.
Living life dangerously. And he also landed to second place as well, so he got the second cash payout as well. It's going to be a bit of a mountain to climb heads up for him.
Oh, Liam Coulthard just won a nice pot in the Tavern game. Just woke up with kings when someone shoved with ace queen. Oh, Liam's not going to see this on stream. Well, for a minute. I've got kings and he's just gone all in. And there's been yeah, he's gone all in under the gun for like 20 odd bigs. I've got kings. He's got ace queen. Someone's undercalled with jacks. I've virtually just trebled up. Look at me. The joy of no antes, eh? You can literally just sit there and wait for kings and get lucky.
So what we've got now, 23 players left in the 7 o'clock game.
Oh, Mike Freer's playing 2 tables.
Mike Freer's the man.
Yeah. I suppose it's quite easy to play 2 tables when you're You play a hand every few orbits each.
No, Mike Free, he'll be running one of those tables from a typewriter.
So 69 at the minute left in.
Well, in this bronze panel, I don't actually think I've seen Mike lose a hand. Every single bet that he's done has got through.
He's always got it.
He's always got it.
Although he does play on his image and run a few bluffs here and there, hasn't he?
I mean, when you consider, like, on that table, the two biggest stacks are Dell and Mike Freer.
I've had it once. We used to have a guy called Simon Beckett, played in Yorkshire. He was really yes, it was really tight. And we were once playing live, and I'd bet the flop, and he called, and I'm like, it's nowhere near any hand he plays. Like, he doesn't call a raise with like a middling pair, and like a 4-7-6 board or something like that. Really bad board for his range. It's like he's never got it. He calls me, and we ended up checking it out way down to river, and he's called me with like 8 high or something. And I went, what were you calling with? He had no draw, no pair. I went, what are you calling me with? He went, I was floating. I went, the idea is you bet when you float. He went, yeah, I bottled it, so I thought I'd just do a float fold.
Oh, Andy Coulthard is all in with aces against kings.
Ooh, that's it cool.
That's going to boost him up.
I think my 55 number was spot on.
Well, where are we at with 70?
66, yeah.
I still think that when you said about the LPPL player like that, I think one of the best LPPL players that I've ever seen, and technically is probably one of the best players that there's ever been in poker ever. Strangely enough, there's a venue that used to be in Hessel, doesn't exist anymore. It's called Top House, and there was a guy that I think he used to work there. He used to be the TD there. A guy called Billy. I don't think he played too much poker, but there was this ridiculous hand where I think he had limped in pre-flop and he'd checked his big blind. The flop came up 7-7-6 with 2 spades. Guy had bet out, he flat called. The turn card came the 9 of spades, so there was 6-7-9 of spades. Guy bet out again, he called. The river came. I can't even remember what the river was, but something irrelevant, so I'll just say like a 2 or something like that. The guy bet out again. He just flat called. The guy turned over 8-10 of spades for the straight flush. And he just went, yeah, I thought you had that. And he just flat called and then turned over quad 7s.
Oh, how can you think?
And it was like
7 spades.
And he was like, and then I was like, how have you flat called then? He went, well, it's probably got the straight flush. And it's like, yeah.
Have any of you guys ever made like such a bad fold pre-flop and it's just worked out perfectly?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I know I will have done. I can't think of a time, but
I folded kings pre after limping under the gun to trap.
Oh, wow.
Someone shoves and the tightest player at the table snap reshoves and it falls round to me and I'm like, he's got to have aces. Absolutely got to have aces. Talked myself into him having aces. Folded. He shows queens and flops quads. Like the worst fold I've ever done, I think. Folded the best hand for all the wrong reasons. All the right reasons, sorry. And then felt like a genius.
Oh, he's still keeping his chip lead.
Yes,
He's keeping a
71.
decent distance, yeah.
Richard O'Connell's just gone on another table. He got it in with kings against ace jack. and it crippled him when he landed the ace. They're dropping thick and fast.
Yeah, it's getting to that stage now, isn't it? You know, a lot of these stacks are going to have to be doubling if they want any chance of making a prize. Mike Freer in the action again. And if there was ever a Mike Freer flop, that's it.
Oh,
no.
Okay. Must have only had kings.
What happened to Kim? Did we lose Kim?
Don't know.
I didn't see her go.
I don't
she's
know if
just been
she's
moved.
gone. I can't really check the lobby without affecting the top 10 chip stacks that we're showing there.
I'll have a look.
She hasn't gone.
She's got moved.
Yeah. She's on 5,000 chips, 300.
So about what she was on, yeah.
Dave Bates struggling on 2,700.
Oh, yeah, he's on the same table as Kim.
Alright.
Kim's been sat next to Freya now.
No, there'll be no chip passing going on there.
And Flair, all of them. Kim, Freya, and Flair. There's only one player in between them all.
You guys tune in for the first ever stream we did?
Yes.
With,
I think I did.
Yeah, where Charlie ended up like winning it or something like that.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Like every time he lost a pot, Kim were like, "Oh, we'll be banging floor soon." I think there were like 6 or 7 of them in the same house just playing.
We haven't been seeing too much action going on either of these tables at the minute.
$63 left. I'm just looking through the lobby.
Is Drew Cloak still in?
Let's have a look. No, he was out 75th.
We didn't get to see any miraculous 5-bet shoves with 9-3 into aces, did we?
That might have happened. We never saw it.
Yeah.
He was early chip leader. Right, so break. 63 players left.
Right, we're just gonna
Let's
pull
have
up.
a look through the lobby, see what other tables we can find.
Oh, just lost a big pot in the squad, Steve. 3-bet ace, cut, king, missed. See that and got shoved on standard.
Is it the 6 max tonight?
Yeah. Wow, just pop up. So, I'll try some different headphones, see if the mic's any better on them.
Yeah, see if it can sound a little bit less underwater.
Yeah. So just me being a fish, it's unavoidable.
So you're still stacked up, Mark, in the 7 o'clock game?
Yeah, but I'm not still stacked up. I've only just like really become stacked up. So, Oh, I like the look of table 10. As Terry Evans has pointed out, that is the table with all the Deluches on. So we'll watch Kim.
Yeah. We've got Stephen Ward, I think he's a Midlands lad, sport.
Yeah.
Dave Bates. Tommy Bell.
I hate how it just loads up. Let me just... there we go. So there are our new tables. We'll go through them. So we've got table 1 here on the left. So we've got Joe O'Mahony. He had an early chip lead, didn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was one of the big stacks early on.
Stephen Ward. Not aware of Stephen.
No.
He's a Midlands lad, he's called Spud. If it's the same one.
Oh, so Drew went out with Queen 6 offsuit. That's like a monster for Drew, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the top of his range.
Does also mean that we're going to be having Drew on commentary on Sunday night now because he's not making it there. So who else do we have on here? We've got Freya, Kim, Fleur, Thomas Bell.
I don't know Thomas Bell.
He's a North East lad. Danish guy who's at Interleague.
Okay. So we've got Dave Burt,
Pretty
Chucky,
solid.
and then Christopher Lithgow.
Yeah, he's from Scunthorpe.
Okay, and table 2. We know a few of these, I think. So I know Glenn Hopley. He's
G-Hop in it.
Yeah, he used to play in the Northwest area years ago when it was Northwest and Yorkshire separate.
He was a good player online, actually.
Yeah.
He was a good player live.
Anthony Jane. Don't know where they're from. I hope to God that's a drink you're pouring, legend.
It is. It's a Guinness.
I was a little bit worried then. Just a little bit. What's legend gone and done?
It's a drink.
So we've got Alison Iwoma here from Midlands. David Newbold.
Nope.
I've seen that name, but I don't know. I don't know where from. Vicky Anstey.
Everyone knows Vicky.
Everyone knows Vicky. Lewis obviously was chip leader. Jeff Hallam, is he?
Yeah, he's from Howden. He plays with Joe.
And Ashley Bowden. I don't know his name.
Jeff Hallam.
What's Jeff up to? I'm back now.
Yeah, he's just on this table that we've got up.
Hey, excellent. Was it better without? Is it better without earphones in? By the way,
yeah, you sound better now.
It sounds better coming through.
I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it like this then.
But I only use earphones off my iPhone into my iPad.
Yeah, I've got about 4 different sets of various Apple earphones. None of them are the best.
Poundland specials.
Yeah.
So Holly has asked us not to have Drew on because he clearly has no idea what he's doing.
Well, is Holly on that same stream? Is she? Is she
She's
commentating on that
commentary.
as well?
She's watching commentary, I think. She did find it funny when I suggested Queen 6 was the top of Drew's range. So I think we're going to have Holly and Drew on Sunday night. It should be interesting.
We've got the 2 tables up again.
Yes. Now we start back up halfway through cover. So 63 left.
Straight in for some action. There we go. So chip leader Lewis is raised up. Jeff has gone for it. And that'll give Connor the chip lead. I'm just going to load up in the background another table just to see if there's any action going on. Right, so Chucky, what are you going to do? You need to be doing something.
Mike Freer is all in the Tavern game. I've isolated against him. Sixes v ace 2. He shoved with ace 2.
Wow.
He did have just over half a big blind though.
Fair enough.
Right. Yeah, that's not a bad hand to have with half a big blind ace 2.
Yeah.
Holly is saying hello to my favourite non-legend. I'm guessing she means you, John.
Yeah. She keeps sending me nude pics. I'll embarrass her. Calling me a legend.
Which probably one of the nicest things you've been called this year.
I've been called this.
Alison Awami, all in on table 2. She has been called from Ashley Bowden in the small blind. Is Glenn going to get involved as well?
So, Legend, have you forgiven Holly for taking you out at Interleague?
Yeah, it's she made a bad call. I put him in good. I did have about a 4-1 chip lead, I think.
How bad was the bad call?
I think she shoved with 5-3. And I think I called with ace queen. Then she just didn't want to play heads up. She just shoved every hand. And I got him in good, I think 3 out of 4 times. And I just never held. But it's something to tell the grandkids, isn't it?
I once got lucky against Legend.
Did you put him in bad again? I always put him in good. It's just don't always old.
So we've got an all-in pot on this table with Chucky all in.
Yep.
2 callers. He's got to have an ace. He's weighted.
So narrow them down.
He can't beat a 3.
What are you doing?
He must have had King Queen or something.
Yeah.
How many bigs did he have?
1.5.
Less than 2.
Right, it could have been anything then.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out soon if he's listening.
Yeah. He'll moan about something in a minute and
How sick would you be if you had pocket 2s there? So, Legend, Holly's calling bullshit.
Yeah, well,
Her exact words were, he is talking nonsense, he was too drunk to know what he was doing. So I'm simplifying that as, you're talking bullshit.
No, I remember it well. There's a big crowd around.
Is that for the
Then I went on
nudes?
the
Is that for the nudes that she was sending, or just?
Then we went on the final table. I hadn't played, so they said I think we were about 300. So sits down, first stander sits down, falls round him in a small blind, king 5. So she all in. Walked into aces, didn't I? So only played one hand.
So you went by your other nickname then, Bell End, rather than Leg End.
But we were short stacked at the time. All in there. Kings, queens, and tens on one of the tables. The tens hit the set. William Dennett.
There was a hand
Queens,
earlier
tens.
that I watched. I think it was in the 2 p.m. game. A short stack shoves with 4s. Button reshoves from the big stack with 9s. Big blind wakes up with aces. 4s flop a set. 9 on the turn. No ace on the river. Unfortunately, we were a Northwest player that went out.
Well, in yesterday's tournament, there was the early 3-way all-in, wasn't there, with kings...
8s and jacks.
8s and jacks, yeah, and 8s won.
Oh, Chucky's confirmed he had king 10 of diamonds behind when he went out.
Okay, that's not too bad for 1.5 big blinds.
Yeah.
That's a pretty dirty board when it comes ace 6-3 with 2 diamonds though, and you've got king 10 of diamonds. To miss. Poor Chucky.
Tries your best. Alright, so Flair Deluxe checks out Joe Mahoney. Kings against King Jack.
There's a lot of people crippled now, like Tom's only got 6 big blinds.
Yeah, it's getting to that point where they're too far away from final table to even think about doing anything else other than getting it all in at this point. Gonna need to get a double. So the top stacks, we've not seen much change with the top stacks.
No,
Lewis did lose a bit, but he's got back up. He was down to about 50 odd, I think.
Yeah, he did. He lost that hand, didn't he? We did have the table up. I can't remember what it was.
Well, he's still got back up. Dell's done now. He's just sat on that stack all the way.
Yeah,
He's still on 33.
Yeah, my laptop decided it didn't want to work. It's not letting me pull up another table. Just zoom in on that one for now, just till I...
Yeah, until you get another one started.
Well, I think anyone with a top 10 stack is feeling pretty comfortable now.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a way to go. I mean, it's 8-handed final table, so everyone will be making at least £25 on final table.
There's a massive difference between first and second, though, isn't there?
Yeah, no doubt.
What's Malta worth?
When you consider, I mean, what's the tournament entry? Was it about €200 or something? The tournament entry as well, something like that. So you've got that, flights, accommodation. Well, about 600-700.
Yeah, I think they normally sell for about 300 or 400, but if you go, it's worth a lot more.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. Sorry, I'm going to have to restart Party Poker. It has literally just not let me do anything in the Tavern game. I've got 8 big blinds and queens and it's just folded me.
No.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Maybe it'll be one of those good folds for the wrong reason.
I wish it was intentional. Player to my left as well, like shoved with ace queen. Wow.
Yeah, I just saw ace queen, yeah.
He's another Northwest player though, so I mean, probably get it through against ace queen. So it's letting me fold, it's just not letting me do anything else. What is killing my computer?
Kim's just doubled up.
Nice.
All in ace 8 against king queen.
Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get another table loaded up.
I didn't see how they actually went pre-flop in that one. Did you see that, Joe?
I didn't know.
Either way, Jeff's 3-4 managed to take out pocket kings.
Yeah, it flopped a flush. I'm not perhaps it was.
Well,
I imagine it was a raised blind on blinds. Jeff defended and hit the wells.
Glenn's moving up nicely now on 33.
Yeah, slowly and steady. Right, so we've got a bit of action going on this board here. Race 3-4, 2 hearts. There's been a lead out and a shove from Vicky.
She's got the ace.
She has more than just the ace. Flop 2 pair.
Yeah, it's not letting me load up another table. We'll run with this one for now, guys.
Yeah, we can always have a look at the next break at see if there's anything we can do with a
I
reset
don't
or
think.
anything, but
Yeah.
All in the squats. Also with this king.
so 49 players left. After we've come back from the break, it has slowed down a little bit.
Average stack 21,000.
Less than 20 big blinds.
Yeah. So that's not bad.
Oh, here we go. Aces against kings.
Oh, it's let me go all in the Tavern game. Finally. Hey, we double. Queens v9s.
How many are left?
12.
Are you getting close to payouts, are you?
Yeah, I think it's top 10 paid. I think it's 10. Yeah, 10 people paid, so.
Which is always nice because it pays for the game and then another 1 or 2 in it if you cash. It's like last month, I free rolled just into it all the way and still had money left in my account, and I played 50 odd games.
Not bad.
You must have ran so good.
I think I made about 15 final tables, something like that. I think I won 3. I ran bad actually.
Yeah, sounds like it. So this table that we've got up at the minute, there's no one apart from Anthony Jane who's in like immediate trouble. Still got a lot of room to manoeuvre with those stacks post flop. So although Lewis did lose with those pocket kings against 3-4, he's still third stack, not too far off chip leader, so hasn't caused too many problems.
And he's a comfortable second. Well, third, fourth. There's 268 in this, so.
Oh, ace, queen taken down, pocket queens. Ace queen is the hand to have.
Hey, it's let me open up the tables now.
Ah, cool. Here we go.
Paul McConnell started to make his charge up the leaderboard. He's in 7th with 44,000.
Let me just minimise that so it's out of the way. There we go.
Right in time for some action.
Impeccable.
Surely that's got to be called. Half the reason for that.
It does get called.
Ace king doubles up for Chris Lithgow.
He's been running quite well, McConnell, like.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
He plays well,
he plays a lot of tourney, but he's like a night owl.
Yeah.
And he's took over about a couple of grand this last couple of weeks.
Not bad.
But he's not frightened to put it in. Like he likes them bounty tourneys.
Yeah.
And he's not frightened to pay $55 to pay.
If it's working for him, yeah. If it's making a couple of grand, that's not bad.
If you ever checked him out on Shark Scope, he used to do it on Stars regular, and he's won tourneys with 3,000 and 4,000. He's coming online, but he will multi-table.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll be multi-tabling while he's in one of these finals.
Yeah.
So for just...
He's been playing. I think he was playing early on at 5 o'clock. We have a WhatsApp poker group, and he's in that.
Yeah.
But he does play a lot. But he's feeling pretty confident. He's just messaged me actually. So Flair's ticking over nicely now, 71,000.
Yeah, although what is interesting is obviously she's chip leader at the minute with 71,000. When Lewis was chip leader a good few levels ago, he still had the same amount of chips at that point. So we're not seeing a dramatic increase in the chip leader stacks.
But what I've seen of Flair before, she was pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
She likes to play a stack.
Yeah. I played with her at Interleague last year, and she was on my table in Champ of Champs this year as well. Yeah, she's not afraid to rumble.
Bubble has just bust on the Tavern game.
Who was the unlucky person?
Kenneth Blackburn, and I took him out.
Super Doe. That's what his nickname is. He's from Norway, actually.
I was going to say, I've not heard of him before.
Yeah, he's from Norway. But there's a lot of players come back into this with it being online.
Yeah.
Looks like I think Liam's watching my table. He's just he's put unlucky one. He should be folding ace-10 there. Someone limped in at 8 big blind stack. I've got ace-9 on the big blind, so it's like I'll just shove. Get called by ace-10. Ah well.
St Andrew Coulthard has taken out a player on one of the outer tables. That's boosted him up to probably will be second place when it updates. Is Tom still in? No, so it is Kim that has outlasted them out on the management team.
Really happy with my prediction there.
We just lost Julie Nixon, so we're down to 40, I think. 39.
So we're still quite a way off final table, still quite a way off the prizes. Looking at some of these stacks, you expect that it is going to speed up a little bit before it drops off towards the bubble.
But I've noticed a lot of people are waiting till 4 and 5 big blinds now.
Well, I think, as we said, one of the main things about that is just them having no antes in this one, which means that you can fold a lot more hands because there's less chips coming out of your stack every orbit, and because there's less value in the middle for you to pick up with your shoves.
Well, yeah, but I don't like to get too low.
I don't know. It does happen quite often.
I normally don't, but in these games and the Tavern games, I'm noticing that if you do actually wait, your results, my results have improved since I stopped shoving.
Yeah, they do.
Big
They do.
think the games I've won have been very aggressive, and like from when I've got down to 9-10 blinds, I've started putting it in a lot, but it can work both ways.
I had a nice one today in the 11 o'clock game. I think I was chip leader when there was 21 players left and never lost the chip lead.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't even have to play heads up. I finished it when there was 3 players left.
What a luck box.
Yeah, I think I had a long spell of being second in chips, but with half as many as you.
This is one of those nice tournaments where you don't have to put too much thought into it.
It's a nice spot for Queens.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Queens against Ace King and Ace King. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, helps.
Worst way to lose as well, innit, if the Ace King wins there.
Yeah.
If only one of the Ace Kings wins there.
Yeah, it's
God. It's like the best way to win if you've got, like, let's say Ace Queen and you call someone's all in and they've got pocket sixes. The best way to win is with a double paired board where you don't actually hit.
The old counterfeit, yeah.
The dirty outs.
I'm sure I've done that more than a couple of times.
Yeah. So McConnell wins a nice pot there. Who's David Howarth?
Could be interesting now with our 2 chip leaders. As we said, Flair's like quite an aggressive player, and Andy Coulthard in second place. He's not going to be waiting around either.
I've always found Andy really tight.
No. Definitely not.
I don't think I've seen him put it in on any of these games without it. Like without premium holdings.
Yeah, but he still raises quite significant amounts. He doesn't.
Yeah.
It's quite a good style for these tournaments, though.
Mm-hmm.
We've still got Dellin as well.
What's his stats right now?
He's got 17k, so he does need to get a bit of a move on.
Don't think I'm going to bother playing the 9 PM game tonight.
I am going to, because I've got just want to do a little bit of catching up. I haven't had much time this week, so
You
could do a couple of games this weekend.
I'm still in the 7 o'clock game. I don't really want to. I could.
Still got 10 minutes of later edge anyway. So anyone that's watching this that hasn't qualified for any of the finals this weekend, we've only had 1 week of the qualifying period so far this month, so you've got plenty of time to start getting yourself in for May's finals.
Yeah, I think.
I want to start next week playing.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time.
I've played 4 games. That's all I've played, so I'll start next week, I think. But hopefully, a lot of players have gone back to work, so fields might be a bit smaller.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that next week there might be a little bit more. I know there's supposed to be an announcement on Sunday. I don't know what the announcement's going to be, but I think it might involve a few more people going back to work and a little bit more loosening up of the lockdown. So we'll see if that affects the numbers.
I've made another final table in the Tavern games.
Not bad.
That's 5 of my last 6.
Oh.
That's not a bad run.
Oh, come on. It's just crashed on me. I've got queens in the big blind when buttons shoved.
It doesn't like having queens, does it?
I was going to say, so the second time you've had a queens and it's crashed.
Yeah. What the...
You've still got 50 seconds left in your time bank.
But it should have died on me.
The stream's not working.
They seem to have a lot of problems with the software, though, don't they?
Oh, this is an absolute joke.
Yeah, Party Poker, they have been having a few problems lately. I mean, yesterday's 11 o'clock tournament that had another crash. I think the action went off for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it at 11 in the morning. Normally, in the past when they've had issues, it's been at peak time on a Sunday. And
Yeah, but 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning.
yeah.
Not too much traffic going on.
Absolute bullshit. I've actually just sent a video of it.
Oh,
wow.
well, have you seen what the hands
Oh
was?
my god. What the?
Wow. So you
How
got
do
timed
I
out with
avoid
pocket
that?
queens. And it
Wow.
was pocket kings against pocket eights, and yet you would have been out.
The fault.
Oh god. I actually just sent, because it was Craig Smith from Yorkshire. I sent him a video of me with queens spamming the all-in button. So he would have. So he's going to see the video that I was trying to reshove with bloody queens. It seems to have done it when I tried to open up the 9 PM Tavern lobby.
The cask lobby.
Lewis's back chip leader on 82,000.
Oh, what do you know? There's another all in and it won't let me fold. Wow.
Terry Evans has said, cheers for that, Mr. Stones. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. Right, down to 31 players.
Right.
4 tables now.
I am going to have to restart Party Poker, guys. Because it's just folded me when I had Ace Queen. I didn't even act.
Made one of those technical difficulty signs to pop up on the screen.
Sometimes when it's done that to me, I've been able to just close the table and then open the table again, and it's worked out all right.
Okay, right, let's see if it's just... Alright, it's just let me go all in now. I've got Ace Jack.
And you're picking up some hands.
Yeah, I've been reshoved on by Liam Coulthard. He's got Ace Queen. This is at...
Well, at least managed to land in one place.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
So yeah, Lewis Doherty back in the chip lead, 83k.
Right, I am just going to quickly close Party Poker and reload it. It's not actually letting me do anything else on my PC at the minute. don't think I've ever been as tilted in my life.
That would have been brilliant though if you managed to take that down after folding the pocket queens, not even by choice. That would have been one way to do it.
Yeah, that's where you know things are going your way.
I'd have been scared of playing though, like the amount of times it just froze on me. Sorry about this for anyone who's watching the stream.
Sorry Terry, yeah, it was the 11 o'clock game that was about earlier. Liam said someone's fuming.
Yeah, just a little bit, Liam. Just a little bit.
Ooh, I've got a nice one in the 9 o'clock game. Top pair with flush draw and backdoor straight draw. Too many outs, you know I'm not going to win. And I have 10 trips. And now I've rivered a flush. So I start off with top pair, 10 top trips, river a flush. Can I get any value? No.
I have to when you've got that much.
No, I'm like, what am I actually hoping it's going to call me here? I don't know. Right, let's hope this works. Back up with one table.
Yep.
Hopefully I haven't missed too much action.
Hopefully not.
At least we've got this re-going before we get to final table, before we get to prizes.
Yeah. I'm just going to see if I can quickly get the... Yep, it's not letting me register that 9 o'clock Tavern game.
So there's no delay on this now, is there?
Yeah, there's still a delay.
Yeah, the stream never stopped.
The stream will have kept on going. Kim doubles up. She was all in from the small blind with 10-6 into Charlie Press's ace queen.
Yeah, I'm just watching it. There's no delay.
Oh, is there not?
No. I've got Kim's table up.
No, because you're watching it live on our stream, so it's still.
No, I'm watching it on my laptop and all.
I've just looked on mine and it was just showing the party poker getting reset, so I think it is okay. Double ace 9 there.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream now and it is just a little bit behind.
Yeah.
McConnell's just took one out there. So, where does that put in? Glen Otley's chip leader. McConnell's in third.
It's going to give a shout out to two old school players from Hull, Alex Elliott and Ben Faulkner that are watching. And Josh, who's better known as Coco the Clown. Plays like you'd expect with a name like that.
Really
so
good.
No, it's actually alright, to be honest, he is. Hazel's all in from the button. She's got less than 3 big blinds. With Glenn stacked, there's a lot of hands you can probably be calling with here. Unfortunately, it's just not the best spot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Wow. It was a good spot. You can't fold, even if you've got 10-7 there, you can't fold to that stack.
That's a classic example of why you've got a call when it's some shove for 3 bigs.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be in that shape.
It's like, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to call you a 10-7 off because I can't fold. If it was a live tournament, you do it blind. You don't have to consider it.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit more painful when the cards are right there in front of your face and you're like, oh, I've got to do it.
Yeah, I upset someone at San Lumer last year, calling them blind, and I don't think they realised I'd called them blind and why I was doing it, and I had 6-2 and I won.
Yeah, I always put a little bit of a disclaimer first. I'm like, yeah, I've got to call blind.
Yeah.
So we've just seen Connor, who just went up then, 26th. He was one of the chip leaders for quite a bit of the tournament.
Yeah, I think he just had Ace Queen versus Jack.
Ace Queen against Jacks, yeah. He had the Ace High flush draw. Jacks ran a set as well.
Kim's just lost a load to Del Watt.
Oh, she had the flush draw as well. Mike Freer still hanging around.
Kim just doubles up. With
Jacks. So we are getting closer, 25 players left. We've still got quite a few short stacks left in the tournament. We've got 14 players that have got less than 10 big blinds. I think under the gun there, Damien, with that stack should have just been moving all in. That's on another table, that's not on the stream actually.
Should we load up page 2 of the leaderboard for a little bit and look at the short stacks? There are short stacks.
Ace King against Ace King. No excitement.
Where was the club sweat? Always the worst ones to chop as well, of them, aren't they? When you get the sweat.
When you got the free roll.
Yeah. Oh, Ace 6 versus Ace King.
Chop it up.
Oh no. Flush on the board.
I don't think anyone's ever been as happy to hit the 3 of hearts on the river in the life. Put the big stacks back up.
I would have put Glenn in quite good shape there. Glenn has just been slowly grinding his way up this tournament, hasn't
he? Yeah.
We said it earlier though, didn't we, that like he's just a really solid player. Wow, what a time to run into aces.
Lucky.
And then we lose Kim.
Yeah. He's 10 into pocket 10s. So now the action's starting now.
We're down to 3 tables. Should be in a minute.
Dave, are you playing the 9 o'clock game?
I am, yeah.
Is Mark Leverett in that tournament?
Let me
Do you
have
know?
a look. Yes, currently 43rd out of 59 players left.
Okay.
But he's still got nearly 30 big blinds. Quite deep at the minute still.
Okay.
I am going to try to win it.
I hope you do.
Oh, what did we just stand in?
Look, just lost a player.
What Mike Free was it?
No, it is not
No.
Mike Freer.
He's a short stacker.
Yeah, I can see the now, yeah.
When this table loads up, we should see Mike Freer. So, Fleur and Freya DeLucci on here.
Bill McDonald, who's just gone all in as well, called by Glenn. And that's another one down. Another addition to Glenn's stack.
It's got a very Yorkshire feel to this table, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually, yeah.
Got 3 from West Yorkshire, 2 from Humber, which technically East Yorkshire, isn't it?
East Yorkshire.
I don't know where Craig Roberts is from.
Quite a big pot that's brewing here between 2 of the big stacks, Lewis Doughty and Glenn Hopley.
It's getting
66,000 in the middle.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Mike Freer's all in.
Come on, Mike.
Mike. Let's go up.
That went all in on the flop.
10 deuce.
I personally think if I was Damien there, I'd just put it in pre-flop.
Yeah. Now he is.
It seems to happen a lot on the site. You get 2 hands on the trot, I think.
I know what you mean.
You seem to wake up with 2 hands very often on the trot.
It also likes to rub it in when you go down to 1 big blind after losing the big one. It always gives you pocket jacks.
Oh, I've had that one, haven't I?
Every time, yeah. It's like you lose a big flip, you go down to 1 big blind. I've got pocket jacks. Which never wins.
You win that and then lose the next time you're all in.
Have any of you been playing Stars?
No, I haven't. I haven't for a while, actually.
I think it's just awful, the boards on there. It's just built for action.
I've just been concentrating on party poker since this has happened.
I've been playing a little bit on Stars, not as much as I used to.
I know there's a scoop that's gone at the minute, so just don't have really time to look at it.
Yeah, I'd normally play a big Sunday game while this scoops on, but obviously I'll be focused on the gold final instead. So.
Yeah, I don't want to be distracted with a Sunday storm or anything.
Yeah, but I did do a very good free roll 6 weeks or so ago where I got a satellite ticket from a reward spin and go for the Sunday Million. I managed to get through to the Sunday Million and then cash for 700 all from reward points.
Oh, that.
Very nice.
We just saw a big hand on that table. I've got one-hand ago where it was 7-2 with the flush draw against King 10 with Trip Kings. 7-2 takes it down with the flush on the river. Just a double up for Keith Watson.
Yeah. You know when they did the Big Sunday Million about a month or two ago?
Yeah.
I bought in directly to that. Bust out, and then I had like some action about like 10% on a package of someone online, and they ended up like cashing. I ended up getting like just short of $200 back, and I was like, oh, I might as well add to it and go in. I think I managed to cash for like 800 in that.
Not bad.
Yeah, after running, I just over minned with aces. Got called from the big blind. Comes and give it ace 8-6 all spades, and they just shove into me. They have 9-2 of spades. Awful.
I think sometimes the buy-ins don't make any difference to the play.
No, I never found the Sunday Millions much different to a lot of 550 tournaments out there. It'll be the odd outstanding player, but
Connor Ward just won a big hand there with Kings.
Is that on the other table?
I didn't see the full screen, but I just seen him chip 80 grand over to him, so he's the new chip leader.
Sorry guys, I've just been...
Oh yeah, that is, yeah. So we've got 2 players left to go, and then we're going to be down to 2 tables, so we'll have a lot more of an idea of what's going on the layout as we get towards the bubble.
I suppose maybe we could call... Do you think we could call a winner with 12 left? Yeah,
we can try. Whether or not it'll be right.
3 is all in here now. Well, it should be. Yep, it's all in. 2 callers.
Mike has a tendency of always picking up pocket aces when he goes down to less than 1 big blind.
Well, he had half a big blind and 49 chips. He had no option.
Yeah.
He is all in, is Mike Freer. I'm just going to resize this table. So I'm going to have all 3 tables open now. And I'll just keep 2 on show.
I said it won't be too long, so we're down to 2 tables anyway.
It could be after this hand, to be fair.
Potentially, yeah. Mike has gone. Fortunately, we can't see what he had in the small blind, but could have been anything.
So we're going to lose one of the tables any minute now.
Still got 17 left, haven't we?
Yeah, no, that one's just gone. I thought Mike Freer had just gone.
Yeah, he was 18th, so we've still got one more player before it's 2 tables.
Well, we're probably getting an all in here.
Yeah.
We are down to 2 tables.
Just in time for the break. So I said it is probably too early to call a winner, but from what we've seen on the stream, I think that Glenn seems to have been playing quite a solid game, seems to have been doing all the right stuff.
So just
bear with me. Betting against him.
I am going to try and register.
I'll give McConnell a ticket.
He's backing it after that hand, isn't
he? Yeah.
Over 100k.
He's got a bit to do, but I can't knock back Jeff. There's only Howden player in it. The guy.
Do any of you guys know the password for the 10 o'clock deep stack game?
Yeah.
Would you be able to send me it on Facebook? Cause I can't find it.
Well, it'll be the same as all the rest, won't it? We just the last 2 digits.
No, it's different for the deep stack.
Yeah, I'll send you a message now.
Cheers.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, I was expecting to be ready to play the deep stack now. I was going to stick to one table, but I've suddenly won 3 or 4 hands in a row in the APAC squads game, so I'll stick with that.
So I'm just going to be really crafty and pull up that 9 o'clock lobby if it lets me now. Now it lets me. I've got to do my spying, haven't I? It's only 59 started.
So, Mark, for anyone that's watching that doesn't know why you're checking out the lobby, what is it that you're playing for this week? What's the added value that I'm getting?
It's a $215 millions party poker millions ticket. That the MVP, so it's whoever gets the most points over the week wins that. So I'm just checking on the person who is now second, just to make sure that they do really badly.
So that's something else that I'm giving out every single week as well. 215 ticket. Choose for the Party Poker Millions.
That's not bad, though, is it?
Also,
No.
if you win your if you're MVP for your region, you also win a $22 millions phase 2 ticket. So it's like a satellite, that, isn't it? 22 into 215, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I said, even one of the players that was playing in the playoff yesterday, Rob Joss, I mean, he had a 215 ticket last Sunday, he turned that into $2,000.
He does alright off Party Poker, does Rob, doesn't he, with that and his Caribbean trip?
Yeah, he won the Caribbean poker package last year as well.
Nice.
Worth 16 grand, was it? 10 grand main event entry and all flights, accommodation, spending money.
Yeah. Your cousin, isn't it, Dave? Sort of runs in the family.
Need to get more of us playing. I think I've got about 20 or so cousins. We could start a team up.
So, the person I'm checking on in the 9 o'clock game isn't playing the deep stack yet. So,
but we do have a late reg until.
Yeah, it's another 5 levels, isn't it? 5 full levels. See, I don't normally register these at the start. I normally wait until like last level and then buy in. But with the problems I had trying to register the 9 o'clock game, I'm thinking I'm probably best off just doing it now.
We've still got a big chunk of players with less than 10 big blinds in this tournament.
They're on 28,000 after on the first blind level.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was, yeah. It's been on 28k since the last 2 hours, yeah. We've still got 2 of the Deluches left in.
So I think all 3 of you in the gold final on Sunday night.
Yeah.
What we're hoping to do is whoever wins, we want to get them on for like a little interview after.
Yeah, I'll be available. You can ring us up afterwards.
I'll be still bouncing about the room.
Yeah, that's what we want to get an interview. We're going to have Irish Tom on commentary. So I think it should be a nice touch for that.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Should I do that well?
I mean, we all know that I'm going to win the silver final tomorrow, then win the gold final, and then I can just interview myself.
So also, unfortunately, we're not going to have the incredible story of someone making the way all the way up from the playoffs to the gold final.
Oh no!
Are they all gone?
Everyone's gone. Jeff, all in.
And he's
87
out.
against pocket eights.
Not quite gone, but nearly. Yeah, well, my choice has a bit to do now.
He's all in now.
All in under the gun.
Hello. Sorry, I was just taking.
Yeah, it could literally be anything, couldn't it?
So
Well, he's gone for value.
we've just
And
had
Lewis
Craig,
shoving on Andy Coulthard's big blind as well.
just had Craig Smith put in the chat. He wants Damo or Mick Innes to win, but he says Paul McConnell is the best player on there by miles. Big statement.
Well, I'd say McConnell and Glenn. Two good players.
I think it's hard to say who's the best player in it because you probably don't know a lot of these people.
Yeah, there's definitely a few names that I still don't recognise out of these players that are left in. I've definitely not heard of Connor Ward, who's the ship leader.
Me too.
He's Southern.
Southern.
Second place rings a bell, but I've never played against him, I don't think.
Yeah, he was old. North.
Yeah, he's been playing a while, hasn't he? Yeah.
Bevile says none of us are going to win the gold final, so we don't need to worry if we're not free for the interview.
I won't bother playing then.
So just looking at the times on this one, obviously, 10k starting stack, 8-minute clock. We've been running for what, just over 2 hours.
What does he go to silver? Is it 25k starting stack for silver?
Yep.
Is it?
Albeit there's less players,
Yeah.
so it'll be probably about. I think the estimate is about 100 for silver. I wonder if it'll be a similar sort of finish time.
Well, the average stack's going to be high for most players, so.
Yeah.
Got an interesting one on table two. Was it a limp under the gun? Small blind completes, big blind checks. Andy then leads the flop and takes it down, I suppose. That's a board which is going to hit quite his range if he was limping under the gun for whatever reason. King, queen, flop.
But we should see more action on the other table, really, because of the short stacks on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Andy going to call here?
Expect him to, but then again, he knows. Yeah, he's got super.
Oh, he's crushed.
Yeah.
That's the trouble. That's the trouble at this stage, and as well as the fact that Andy knows Dell quite well, so he knows that Dell's going to be doing that with something pretty strong.
Yeah, I think I would have liked either a fold or a shove pre there, but
Yeah, I wouldn't have limped. That's for sure. been seen Lewis Doherty still picking up a few pots here and there. Had quite a few shoves pre-flop. I've got him on my table in the 9 o'clock game as well.
Yeah, I've just pulled up a table in the 9 o'clock game.
McConnell's just texted me, he said he's going to do the treble. Bronze, silver and gold.
Let's see it happen. It would be a nice way to do it. So Mick Innes all in under the gun +1 for 2 big blinds.
You can guarantee he's getting a call, right?
That is Ace King holds. Flair's in a lot of trouble now. So it's definitely slowing up now. We've been on 16 players since the break. So we've only got 4 significant big stacks, and then after that we've got a lot of people that are all in shoving territory pre-flop.
So we've just had a comment. Connor Ward is from the Midlands.
Ah, right.
He's Steve Ward's son. So Stephen Ward that we were watching earlier.
Ah, right, yeah.
It's his son. That's a really good time to shove with that stack in it against those 2 stacks.
Yeah, it's putting a lot of pressure on them.
Like the
That's
2
like the only 2 stacks where you can actually shove and get folds.
Yeah.
But at that stage, with that amount of chips, you don't want to be looking for folds. You need the call. You need to get the double up.
Yeah, definitely.
He must be loving that table, though, with his stack against all them.
Oh, yeah.
How would you be playing it with that stack?
Ward's in Dreamlander there.
Would you be playing aggressive with that stack, or would you just be sitting there nice and tight waiting?
I'd just sit and wait. But if I had the hand, I'd be min-clicking, prepared to call any of them shoves. Yeah, Keith Watson could do a bit of damage. But if you've got the hand...
You think McConnell would do some commentary at some point, Legend?
He might do. I'll ask him. I'll text him now. He's probably listening, actually.
Yeah, because you mentioned that he said something too, didn't he, about winning all 3, so I just presumed he was watching the stream.
Yeah.
Dougal all in from the cutoff. Ace King into Queens.
And that's a nice flop for Ace King. Better turn. Let's see. Mick Innes is all in here. He's put pressure on that small stack as well. Finds the double.
So that's Frere in trouble now.
We're still on 16 players though.
We have some very, very short stacks. The average is 11 big blinds.
Yeah, surely we're going to see some kind of implosion soon.
Now, McConnell's raised 16 and got shoved on for 45.
And with him raising from early position, you expect he's going to have something decent because you are expecting a lot of those stacks left to act after you are going to be shoving.
Oh,
yeah, there we go. Yeah.
We are down to 15. Are we going to get down to 13 after this?
Well, we've got some action brewing here. Connor Ward, obviously, not too concerned about any of the shoving stacks.
Well,
as long as he can get this through Keith, but then you've got Craig who's limped. Has Craig limped for a reason? He can't re-raise at that point because it's
no.
Raise.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could afford it, to be honest. The prices there. I bet he had 8-2 as well.
I think he's sat out.
Is he?
Yeah,
that
usually-
makes sense.
Because other than that, when you know that it can't be re-raised.
See,
obviously,
how does he build a side pot with 10s on that flop?
I wonder if he was possibly thinking that he could have re-raised that pre-flop, because obviously 10s, you don't want to be taking that multi-ways. Maybe he didn't calculate what the short stacks had, and obviously after Connor's flat call, he can only flat call because you don't want to be taking that action with that many people.
So we have
I
another
know
all
that
in here.
obviously there's the guys that are... This is going to be called off.
Has to be, surely. There's no two cards you can fold for 4k into 24.
King 10 and a snapped.
Unlucky demo.
There we go, lucky Damien.
Sort of feels like a little bit of a slow roll, does that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have called it a lot worse than King 10. I just can't see you folding any hand in that situation.
There's no two cards I would have folded in that spot.
Now it's interesting. Glenn's come on the table now.
Oh, Andy Coulthard's all in at risk. And
He's got the straight draw, but doesn't make it.
so we lose Andy Coulthard. We've got 11 left.
We have access.
What we got now? A little bit of squeaky bum time. This, innit? I think this is when people are going to start to clam up.
No.
Yeah,
You're going for
I
top
think it'll
three.
slow down. It'll slow down a lot now.
I agree with that. I'd be going for the top 3 at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is a bubble that I'd be too concerned about laddering into.
Yeah.
I think some of the players won't care.
Yeah.
There's going to be some that really do want to make that £25. Like, from what Legend was saying, I don't think Paul McConnell's going to care about 25 quid.
Oh. Which is why it's dangerous him having the chip lead.
His goal is just top 3.
Can Dell make it? After having that stack for 2 hours. So Glenn's going straight at it with Connor.
Ooh.
This could be an interesting hand.
Top pair versus a flush draw.
Oh.
Small blind on big blinds, there's a lot of possibilities. Del gets his double up. That was
Yeah, I think he shoved small to big, didn't
we just had an interesting one in our 9 o'clock game. All in pre-flop, ace jack against pocket nines. Jack, jack, 9, ace. Full houses for everybody.
I've just seen a disgusting hand in the 9 o'clock game. Ace Jack gets it in pre-flop versus Kings and wins. It's only disgusting because it's the person who I don't want to win.
That's a massive hand for Paul McConnell.
Yeah.
Kings against ace queen, all in pre.
He's going to take some stopping.
He's definitely feeling comfortable here.
So does he actually play live LPPL regularly? Yeah.
No, we have no venues. We have no venues.
He used to though, didn't he? A few years ago.
Yeah, it was about 5 or 6 years ago when we used to. We generally travel through to Durham when Johnny Nixon has a charity game on.
Right.
He lives in the same village as Isabel now.
Ah.
So 2 players left until we're in the money.
He did text me straight away after that, and like he said, boom.
Yeah, of course.
Another double for Del.
Del's getting his way back into it.
Yeah.
Is this right though? Delwatt's got more than 28k. Is that allowed?
I don't know. I'm just so confused at seeing it in person. He's now up to 7th. Played patiently, he's found his spots.
Yeah.
I've now got
So
Dave's table open on the 9 o'clock game.
I wonder why. I wonder why you've got my table open.
It massively impacts the result I need in the 10 o'clock game, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've got a jack here, I presume that's good. Jack 5. Yes, it is. So 2 places off the prizes, but as we see with these stacks, the bubble could be anybody's. No one is safe apart from Paul McConnell and Connor Ward, really.
Sean Aaron has just pointed out in the chat that he called Keith Watson to win it from quite early on.
Don't got a chance. Glenn gets a walk, which you definitely don't mind with 10 big blinds. Shows all in from the small blind.
Should be getting through this.
Yeah, I expect that this is going to get through nearly every time. There's not a lot of hands that he's going to risk that with.
Well, McConnell's in a big pot here.
He's got to go all in on this 10.
Yeah, puts him in.
He's got to put him all in. No other option. Perfect. Just had to dodge the king. That was it. Now we're on the stone bubble.
So is he going to go hand for hand?
No.
I don't think so, because they're not actually like payout prizes.
Yeah.
They're not set up in party poker in that way. Oh, it is. They are doing hand for hand.
Yeah.
I think it's right. It should be hand for hand at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, it should, obviously, to stop people from tanking. I just didn't know if it would actually be set up right on the party poker software for it.
Yeah.
With there being like private prizes, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
This could be it. Oh, Dell. Look at Dell. Look at Dell. All the chips.
Yes.
Flops a set. Flops a full house, didn't he? Into chub aces.
Yeah. Drew thinks Fleur's going to win this. Depends if she gets it all in with Queen 6 or not, I suppose.
That's the threshold.
Yeah. Is it better than Queen 6? Yeah, probably should be.
So we've got so many short stacks here on the bubble. I know it's a table that I'd rather be on at this point.
So Drew's called Craig Roberts as well, so he might as well just pick all 9 to win, hasn't he?
I don't think you're allowed to do that. Keith Watson all in from under the gun.
So Lewis Doherty's going to be put under pressure because I think he's big blind this hand.
And Dell's raised.
What's Lewis going to do? Is he going to find the fold and hope that he can fold his way to the £25, or is he going to go for the win?
Yeah.
He's got to go.
He's gone.
Oh, that's not a good spot to be in. Can he get the straight? No.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. It's a tough spot there, because you're down a bubble, but how can you really fold with what you've got left?
He did in the 9 o'clock game at exactly the same time, just get set over set kings against 9s to take someone out though, so at least that's a little something. We've still got some action going on the other table, so we could actually be going 7-handed into the final table.
Yeah.
Depends if they've got the other table open and have seen that the short stack's gone out though, doesn't it?
Well, in this case, you should loosen up then.
So,
I'd have had 2 tables open if I was playing.
Yeah, I always do at this stage.
we have our final table. I'll put it down to the 1 table view.
Yep, congratulations, guys.
Well played.
So as we see at this point, all of the prizes remain the same until you make it to the top 3. Do you think that that's going to affect people's play?
No.
Actually, if you look
I've
at
just had
the
a message
payout,
off McConnell. He said no one remembers second, he's going for gold.
Yeah, that's true.
if you look at the payouts on the lobby, it is actually £50 for fourth.
Ah. So it's your first bit of action, straight into the final table, 5s against Ace King.
And that's crippled. Has it froze?
I haven't actually got the table open on my
No,
client.
Dell's just raised.
Alright, yeah, it's frozen on Zoom.
You guys able to see it now?
No, we just got the and it's froze when Keith Watson crippled Mickens.
All
Ace
right.
King.
Okay. It shouldn't be. Let me just. Oh, my laptop's sort of froze again. Thing is, the only stuff I've got open is the stream and Party Poker. So I have no idea why it's running so slow. Oh, and Zoom. Oh. You guys able to see it yet?
No, still frozen.
So I will commentate. We've got Mick Innes all in on the small blind. Fleur has shoved from the button. Craig Roberts had to call because he was calling 10k to eliminate 2 players, and we've just lost 2.
Ah, is it working?
It moved a little bit and then froze again.
Right, so now it's back up to speed.
Yeah, but then saying that, all that us guys have got to do, because it is working fine on the live stream, I've just figured out we've just got to load this up in the background so that we can watch it on our own Party Pokers.
Yeah, I've got it on my laptop now. I've just
so
put it back on.
Watch it from there.
But it's on the stream now, Zoom, it's working.
Ah,
Cool. I'm glad to hear that. Interesting raise size there from Keith Watson. Min raise out of that stack size.
Yeah.
literally just got just over a pot size bet left after that.
Ace Jack.
Don't seem too confident with it.
Normally when someone does something like that, it's aces or kings, but clearly not.
Oh, Glenn was a straight.
Unfortunately, we can't see what the other hand was.
What are we thinking? Who's your 1, 2, 3 here?
Top 3.
Who's your top 3? Who do you think is going to make the silver
Well,
final?
I know that the two that I mean, I'd said Glenn Hockley. I still think that he's going to make the top 3. Obviously, Paul McConnell just seems to be doing everything right at the moment as well. Dell's made a massive comeback at this point.
So McConnell's got it handy, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Got back Dell. The last time I backed a local player, it didn't go well. I'll say Dell's going to sneak in.
Paxo wants the Southerners.
Oh,
wow.
straight.
Ooh.
Yeah, 7-8 gets there. Still keeps the chip lead. Still got a decent margin. Still got 130k more than second stack. Can't beat yourself up too much about how you've played that hand. You've just done the right thing.
Dave, you're not doing your job right.
Why?
Mark Leverett's gained more chips.
I know, to be honest, I kind of stopped concentrating about 5 minutes ago. It's still early.
Yeah, it's still early, isn't it?
How many left? 34 left. Sean's crushing it at the moment. Sean Snell.
Sean's also in the deep stack for 10 p.m.
He is. I've just bought into that deep stack now as well.
Don't you get sick of playing?
Nah.
I do. That's why I have a week off.
I get sick of playing when I'm running bad. If it's going well, I don't.
But I think it keeps you fresher and like you don't get tied into like you know what they're up to and you're calling them off, and I just think it keeps you tightens your game up if you have a break.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts from time to time. Yeah.
Yeah, like apart from these LPPL games, I'm not playing any more tournaments online for a while.
Yeah.
I've not been running particularly well, and I've been playing quite bad in some, so I'm having myself a couple of months off, and I'm just playing cash on stars. Obviously, apart from these games.
Yeah. I often have designs of having a good run at cash, seeing if I can beat certain stakes, and then after a week or two, I always get bored.
I've set myself a little bankroll challenge, so I've stuck like $50 on stars. I'm trying to get it up to $1,000, but I'm starting at 2NL.
Yeah.
Like proper micro stakes.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah.
It's very, very beatable.
Paul races the button, re-race from the big blind.
And just a flat.
Oh, I've got this.
I feel like this show's going to take it down at this point. I don't think that there's too many hands that Paul was flat calling with pre-flop that are going to be happy to call off the show.
It could be a pocket pair this, you know.
Yeah.
Thinking like 8s, 9s, 10s sort of range.
I think 8s, 9s range, yeah, definitely.
I think that 10s could have just got it all in pre-flop possibly.
It's whether he wanted to potentially flip for that much. It's a really good bet by Connor.
I think you've also got like the metagame aspect of the fact that he has just raced from the button, which therefore can mean that the big blinds race can be a little bit more loose against the button open.
Yeah.
But looking at these stacks now, they're nicely poised.
Now it's interesting, yeah. If Craig, for example, was to double up through Paul McConnell here, then we've got something really interesting going on. That'd be crazy.
Then you'd fancy Dell for the ticket.
Yeah.
I actually fancy Dell for the ticket now. He's patient and he's not bothered about waiting till he's short stacked, is he? Oh. Lose a player.
8's old. Is Keith watching a whole player?
No, he's Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
I've played with him a bit online in his home games. So it's pretty aggressive.
Is it sumo, is it?
Yeah.
Hey, Keith.
Oh, is it sumo? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sumo,
remember it
isn't
from
it?
years ago.
Yeah.
Would you be tempted to call Dell if it comes to low flop?
I don't know. I think Dell's the last person that I think I want to be calling at this point.
Yeah, it's not gonna get in right. Interesting. Normally, when you get to this stage, there's someone with a stat to run over the table, and it's all pretty tight.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
That's chipped around for a while.
See, Glenn's gone pretty quiet now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Then he raises. Oh.
It's kind of got a decision here. So everyone at this point is guaranteed £25 credit, but we're really looking towards the top three who all get through to the silver final. Only to the winner getting the multi-trip.
And that pot where Connor did shove on the corner, he did have a small pocket pair.
Ah, that makes sense. Dell raising up from early position. There's quite a big raise as well.
He's got a call. Yeah. He's shipped on him. Well, you'd imagine Dell's calling. 8-4.
That's... Whoa! Wow!
Right, we're on the bubble.
On the bubble again. That was unlucky.
That's a big call from Dell.
Yeah. I don't think I would have been able to call there. Toss him straight into the chip lead. Could he have it again? Could he have the ace-4 once more?
No.
No.
But that's the biggest pot to take down now.
Yeah, and now it is so even between all the players now. They'll just taking back the chips that he lost.
Interesting one is in this is because fourth gets £50 credit, and third also gets £50 credit, plus a place in the silver final. Do you think that's going to affect it much?
I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. I mean, obviously, then you've got the chance, because I know that the prizes, obviously, the main prizes, you can only win one of them. So if you manage to make it all the way to the goal and won the Vegas trip, you wouldn't win them all, so that would be dropped down to the next player. But about the credit, how does that work? Do you know how it works with the credit?
I don't.
So say, for example, you came second in this one, won the £100, and then came second tomorrow and got whatever the one tomorrow was, or third tomorrow. Would you get both?
It's multi tomorrow. No, you don't get both. You're only entitled to one prize.
Oh, so you wouldn't? Yeah. So even when it comes to cash, you wouldn't get the cash amounts in your account.
No. So, wow. So they've all got the ticket now.
Yeah.
But you're only
crushing it now.
But you've only played for one prize, so you've got to go for the win.
We're 300.
That was.
Del Watt just had 8 versus ace 2.
And it helps because it was an 8 high flop.
Yeah.
8 high flops are usually good for pocket 8s.
Yeah, they can be handy. Yeah, just in the middle of an incredibly long bubble in the squad's given that it's for $11. It's been going on ages.
Do you have any other players left of the team in?
Yeah, me and Paxo are both doing well. I'm currently in 7th of 33 with Paxo 12.
I hope you do well, but I also hope that we get a ticket next week when I'm back in it.
Yeah. It's bound to happen because I won't be playing next week, I don't think. Oh, Bubbles family best. But yeah, there was someone with last turn of blind and I had aces on the button, they were on the small blind and they had king 2 or something and hit a flush.
What was the min payout about? $9 or something?
$11.
$11.
Person have folded down to half a big to not Bubbles up to 5 bigs now.
Do you still have my table open in the 9 o'clock game, Mark?
Yeah. I'm not saying anything, I'm just smiling.
Nail biting. This doesn't look good.
Oh, this is good band, this now.
Yes, we've got some action going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Mark.
People playing for the win now. Oh.
McConnell shoves here.
Yeah. Not quite, but might as well be a shove.
That's a significant hand there for Paul McConnell.
Yeah.
Oh, shows a 3-5. No fear.
See, I think you will find with these three, when McConnell does min-click, he's not getting too heavily involved.
Yeah.
So he can get away easily.
Yeah.
It's a good approach, I think.
Yeah, I found myself min-raising more and more myself in the last stages. Just the purpose of it doesn't commit your stack too much when you don't want to, and you can get action when you've got a strong hand.
Heads up.
Ooh, heads up then.
Right, so one of these guys are going to be winning a Malta package. Quite even stacks.
One time I played heads up with Dell online, it was Omaha and it lasted over an hour.
For an hour. You've just had a good result, Mark, in the 9 PM game.
Oh, it's beautiful. I've just seen, where did he finish?
25th.
26th. So he got 34 points, I think.
Can you remember that big McConnell one, Dwan, there? When there was 3 in the pot?
Yeah, was that the one where there was Lee, like the 200k already in the middle?
Yeah, I want to send it to you. Now he's sent me it. I'll work out how to do it.
Dell is just coming out of nowhere in this tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, the way they started like a train, slow, right across to complete halt, and then he's on fire again.
And he's showing the aggression from the button heads up, which is always the way to do it.
And he's got a good lead now. Oh,
wow.
No.
Well played, Dell.
Well played, Dell. Unlucky there, Paul.
Lucky Paul.
So Dell, he has won the trip to Malta. He could still improve and win a trip to Vegas, but he's got the Malta trip locked up regardless.
He could tomorrow win a trip to Malta with more spending money.
Exactly, so he can still improve. He's got that as a minimum. But then also Keith and Paul are both going to be playing tomorrow in the silver final, so they still have a chance for winning Malta trips tomorrow. There's 2 Malta trips for grabs as well. There we go, the tickets are already in their accounts by the looks of it.
So, thank you very much for tonight, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Congratulations to everyone who made the final table and got some money back or a seat in the silver final.
Yeah, good luck to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck. Right, we will be back from 8 PM again tomorrow. We've got Mark Scargill, possibly Bev Isles on commentary, and Ryan Mitchell's going to be involved. So that's 2 people who seem to have very good records in these games that are going to be involved in that commentary tomorrow.
Yep, same time, same place.
Yep. Good luck, anyone who is still playing the 9 or 10 PM games. Unless you're up against a Northwest player, and that I hope you run bad. It's a joke. It's a joke. Good luck, guys, and thank you very much. See you all tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Take care. See you later.
Bye.